Hey guys, welcome back. This is Ted Henschke again with DreadCentral.com. Here at E3, we're up in the little suite where we got to check out the newest Walking Dead game, Walking Dead Onslaught. I'm here with Clayton Newman, the VP of Games at AMC. How you doing, man?
Good, how you doing?
I'm tired. It's been a long E3 so far. It's hot, and they just had a power outage in the main studio. Luckily, we're over here at the JW Marriott, so we didn't have to experience it.
You just killed a lot of zombies.
I just killed a lot of zombies, so my brain's a little bit scrambled, and the VR always gets me in a weird place. So the first question I want to ask is that, you know, our readers are longtime Walking Dead fans, and there's a lot of Walking Dead games out there. There's the mobile ones, there's the adventure games. What I'm curious about is why this Walking Dead game? Why are Walking Dead fans going to want to play the Walking Dead Onslaught?
Well, so this game is based on AMC's The Walking Dead as opposed to the comic series. So this is really an opportunity for fans of our television series to step into the shoes of their favorite characters, to step into Rick Grimes' shoes, to swing Michonne's sword, to fire Daryl Dixon's crossbow, and really understand what it feels like to live in the world of The Walking Dead. So we really wanted to make this visceral, immersive experience that really, you know, calls to mind the world of the show and allows fans to experience it, because there's always that little bit of wish fulfillment when you watch The Walking Dead. And what would I do in the zombie apocalypse? What would it be like? So that's what we really wanted to create with this game.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has those zombie apocalypse fantasies of who they might kill and how they might do it, their weapons and their team, and who would have what weapons. And oh my god, I would just break the staircase, then get to my house, and the zombies couldn't get up, and then I have to worry about like how I was going to get in and out. But anyways.
Yeah, who thinks about that?
Who thinks about that? No, it's totally just no. So the question, you know, for fans of the show is going to be, you know, where in the world of The Walking Dead does this take place? Like timeline, characters, things like that.
So Rick Grimes is one of the characters in the game. So this will obviously take place before his departure from the series. It takes place in Virginia, in Alexandria. So we haven't been specific in terms of timeline. Is this before the Savior War, after the All-Out War? But it's somewhere around then, and it's really about there are two different modes. There's a campaign mode that tells a standalone story, that an original story that we've created with the producers of the show specifically for this game, and then there's also a two-player scavenger co-op mode where you can take on the role of either Rick or Michonne or Daryl or Carol and go on a supply run for Alexandria and sort of all the various things that might come up during that mission.
So is this going to be like chock full of show references, or fans of the show are going to see a lot of things in it that they're going to remember from episodes?
Absolutely. We've got a lot of treats and Easter eggs built in there. The new story is going to feature, you know, the characters they know and love. They're going to meet some new characters, and I think fans are really going to dig it.
What about fans of Fear the Walking Dead? Is there going to be anything in here for them?
We currently don't have plans for Fear the Walking Dead, but you know, the way we look at the Walking Dead universe is that it's all one cohesive universe. We have characters from The Walking Dead that have crossed over into Fear the Walking Dead. So certainly, you know, we're having conversations about how can other elements of the Walking Dead universe, whether that's Fear the Walking Dead or the third series we've announced, sort of fold into projects like this.
So, you know, look out for the DLC, the Fear the Walking Dead DLC for The Walking Dead Onslaught. Maybe. I don't know. There's nothing you can talk about officially yet. So why did you decide to go with VR for this game?
Again, it's really just about immersing you in the world of the show, and there's nothing more immersive right now in gaming than VR. You know, of course, we had to make sure that what we were creating was high caliber enough to do that, and you know, thanks to the developers at Survios, who have that expertise, they were really able to recreate this world in a realistic way, in a visceral way. So really, there's no better way to understand what it's like to live through the world of The Walking Dead than in a VR headset.
So when you were sitting down to design with the team, figuring out what was going to be the priorities, where on the priority list was this? You call it progressive dismemberment?
Yes.
Like, it's like your ability to chop off limbs, and then I was like playing with corpse on the ground. You can like carve your name into things. You got these like, I don't know, the tech guy was talking about gore meshes, and I was like, it just sounds cool. So how did that all come about?
So it's a couple of things. First of all, whenever Survios starts a new project, they always want to innovate and push the envelope in a certain way. And so they identified The Walking Dead and the sort of work that's been done by the special effects makeup team on the show as having pushed the envelope in its own way. And so they saw that as an opportunity to push the envelope themselves. And we at AMC, we totally embraced it. You know, we think that you know, this is a part of the world of the show, and this is something that fans love. And it's a really unique way to sort of, you know, bring the horror of the show into the gaming landscape. So we were all in favor of it.
So with a lot of these VR games that we see, they're pretty much you know, showcases for specific gimmicks, you know. But what a lot of them are missing out on is this grander game. So you can have a great, you know, battle simulator where you're in this arena. But what are some of the grander game aspects of this game? What your progression? What's that going to look like?
Sure. So there is a progression system. Whether you're playing the campaign mode or you're playing the scavenge mode, you will progress. You collect experience points, and you can level up characters and weapons and things like that. But to your point, having a campaign mode, having a narrative that was created with the Walking Dead producers, something that, you know, a narrative that you can play through is very, very important to us, because to your point, we didn't want to just create an experience where it's like kill as many walkers as you can and, you know, your allotted time or whatever. So having that campaign, having it written out, having the show producers weigh in on that and make sure that it's true to the world and that it expands the universe and our understanding of it was extremely important to us.
So another thing that I noticed while playing is that it's not, and for lack of a better word, it's not easy to play in the sense that it's like easy on the player. I mean, there's all these kinds of different mechanics. You can grab a zombie and stab him and stuff, but it's like, you know, handling a gun isn't the easiest thing. It's tense because of how difficult it is.
Sure.
Trying to reload, you have to reach down to your hip, grab it, pull it up, you know, all that kind of stuff. How do you go about balancing ease of player access with that real visceral feeling?
You know, it's a balancing act, and it's something that, you know, we're constantly fine-tuning. I think to your point, you know, it wouldn't be true to the world of the show if there weren't a learning curve on how would you deal with a horde of walkers that's coming down on me. You know, how do I handle the panic of, okay, I only have X number of bullets, and then I have to figure out to switch to a melee weapon or something like that. So, you know, obviously the game will have a difficulty setting if it's proving too much for some players and not enough for others. But it's really about, it's a combination of sort of that difficulty is part of the experience. It creates part of the horror when there's somebody on top of you and you're panicking, you're like, oh, I have to aim my gun, I have to reload. That's part of the world of the show, and it's something we wanted to recreate.
Am I the first guy that's grabbed a zombie by the throat and bashed it with the gun and then capped it, or have a lot of people done that?
No comment.
So the last thing I have to know is, you know, when is this coming out? What platforms is going to be on? How are people going to get a hold of it?
So we've announced that it's coming out in fall 2019, and we just recently announced that it will be available on Oculus, HTC, and PSVR.
All right, cool. Well, thank you so much for talking with me, man. I hope you have a great rest of your 83.
Yeah, you too.
I got to get going. So anyways, thank you guys once again for tuning in. This is Ted, and you're going to see me with Dying Light 2 next, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. Keep checking back for more E3 coverage, and I'll see you guys in my post-show recap.